Hey, coach, unmute yourself real quick. You're muted on your side. Still can't hear you, coach. Still can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you're good now.
All right, you guys, drop blueprint in the chat. If you can hear me okay, you can see me okay, drop blueprint in the chat. I just want to make sure you guys are good on your end too. All right, perfect. All right, so today I'm super excited because I get to announce the second speaker for the Funding Blueprint Conference. If you don't know, I am hosting one of the biggest conference in Atlanta, Georgia, March 28th and 29th. And we are talking all things funding. We're going over how you can get approved for grants. We're going over how you can get approved for business funding, startup capital, and how you can elevate and take your business to the next level. This is going to be a 2-day in-person conference, you guys. 2-person in-day conference, you guys, showing you strategies on how you can get funding and capital to grow your business. So I got to make sure you guys are in the room. If you've already secured your ticket, if you've already claimed your seat, type I'm in the chat. Let me know, because I got to know who's going to meet me live and in person in Atlanta, Georgia, March 28th and 29th. I'm so excited. I'm super excited. All right, you guys. So last week we announced Blake Nathan, the nonprofit guy. He's going to be there. He's going to talk about how to start, structure, and how to get access to capital for your nonprofits. You guys know I'm going to be in the building, so I'm going to teach you all things grants, strategies on how to get approved for this debt-free funding to grow your business. But then I got a couple of more special guests that I want to bring on, because I got to make sure you got the blueprint. I got to make sure that you know exactly what to do to grow your business. So if you guys are connected with me, if you're inside the B&G community, you know that I stress making sure that you are leveraging all opportunities that are out there available for you. So that also means leveraging business credit. That also means leveraging business funding. But that also means making sure that you have the right mindset to receive this capital and receive this information, in the right mindset that you need to grow and elevate and take your business to the next level. So I had to call up one of my special friends, you guys. Can anybody guess in the chat who this is? Can anybody guess? I had to call somebody who's made an impact in my business and in my journey, who's poured into me and invested into me and helped me take my business from $10,000 a month, you guys, to over 6 figures every single month. So I had to call in my friend and I said, I need you to come in and I need you to pour into my community. I need you to come in and pour into the people that are connected with me so that they can get some of these same results. The information that you are teaching me, I need them to know how to get access to digital products, or how to make these digital products and how to scale their digital products, how to make sure that they have the right mindset to receive what's going to come to them. So before we dive in, before we go over grants, before we go over business funding, before I show you these strategies, I had to make sure that I had somebody to come in and teach you everything that they've taught me and everything that they poured into me and how I've been successful and been able to scale and grow my business. Is it okay if I share one of my mentors with you guys? I think I just kind of dropped a hint right there, because if you know me, you know who one of my mentors is. So is it okay if I share one of my mentors with you? Is it okay if I share somebody that's been able to help me elevate and grow my business? And by taking the information and applying it to my business immediately when he tells me to, I've been able to grow. I've been able to scale. You guys know one of my favorite things is taking action. This information that you're going to receive, whether it's the Funding Blueprint Conference or whether it's the Funding Blueprint Tour, it only works if you take action and you execute on it immediately. So the Funding Blueprint Conference, you guys, we created this so that entrepreneurs have actionable steps that they need to elevate and grow their business. So I'm super excited. Okay, I'm sorry, you guys. I'm super excited because I get to share my mentor with you guys. I get to share somebody that's been able to help me elevate, help me grow. But most importantly, you guys get to come into the room, especially if you're VIP and you're platinum. You guys get to come into the room. You get to rub shoulders with 7, 8, and 9-figure earners, people who have made millions of dollars on social media, and you guys are able to make these connections to help you elevate your business and elevate your brand. So I'm going to drop this next guest, you guys, the person who's been able to help me grow, the person who's been able to allow me to just take my business and my brand to the next level, but the person who always makes sure that everybody around him is good. He's always giving back. He's always pouring into others. And if you've ever heard his story and you've ever heard him speak, you know his journey and you know how he's just been able to elevate his business and his brand as well. So I'm going to share my mentor with you guys. But today, I just want you to get a little taste of what's going to be at the Funding Blueprint Tour. Before I bring this person up, I need you guys to type blueprint in the chat so that I know you're ready. Type blueprint in the chat so I know you are ready to receive this information. And if I know anything about this person, anytime he touches a stage, anytime he's on camera, he's always dropping gems, y'all. So make sure you got your pen and paper ready as well, because I promise you, when he speaks, there's going to be some value that you can add to your business, and you want to apply it to your business immediately. You want to take action immediately. So I am going to bring up our special guest, the second guest reveal. If you guys don't know, somebody who I absolutely love, admire, and look up to, and somebody who's been able to help me with my business and my brand, Nehemiah Davis, my brother, my friend, is going to be our second guest speaker. If you guessed it in the chat, you guessed it right. Neo Davis is our second guest speaker at the Funding Blueprint Conference in Atlanta, Georgia. I am so excited. Are y'all excited? If y'all
He got kicked out of high school. He got kicked out of college. He had 9 different jobs. He been fired from every single job that he had. Money, me and all my woes. 9 years later, he got a call. He said, hey, you want to go fly out on a private jet? Then he been on one every single month for the last however many years because he believed. I'm going hard on my back to the wall. I was like, damn, just pumping and faking. There's no way they matching me up. Who really gonna see me if we getting busy and we saying rap was ball? I won't even practice. I go triple platinum and they saying that was a walk.
In every hood, there's an MLK Street. But in Philadelphia, there's a Nehemiah Davis way.
A big honor today for a West Philly native.
The city has officially renamed the street Nehemiah Davis Way.
Somebody say I believe. Come on, like you mean it. Somebody say I believe.
We won the neighborhood awards, and with the money from winning, we opened up our very own community center.
I really liked how I got to have a small conversation to talk about why I look up to him and all the things that he does.
Stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up.
When I bought the ass tomorrow, y'all thought it was rented. Flexing on him. Some like Popeye on his spinach. Double M, yeah, that's my team. Rose, the captain, I'm lieutenant. Whatever you truly believe in your heart of hearts, it will become a reality.
It's hard to seize what you haven't seen. Start saying, I believe I'm successful. Start saying I'm a winner. Start saying I'm a leader. Start saying I'm a millionaire.
My friends couldn't change my life. My mom couldn't change my life. The information they teach in schools can't change your life. Take this information, execute on it, and I promise you, this information can change everything, but you gotta change. It was something about that rollie when it first touched my wrist. Had me feeling like that dope boy when he first touched that. I'm gone. Woo!
I need some energy in the chat, y'all. Let's see. I can't hear you, Nehemiah. Can't hear you. Not yet. Nothing yet. Not yet. Nope, not yet. All right, you guys. So listen, Neo has been able to just come in. So I'll tell you guys a little backstory. So I started this journey of coaching and trying to start my business, y'all, and teaching entrepreneurs on how they could get access to funding and capital. And so what happened was I was trying to do everything on my own. I was the social media person. I was doing the funnels. I was doing the emails. I was trying to do everything by myself until I got connected with Nehemiah and his team. And he said, Coach, this is what you got to do. This is what you got to do, but it's going to be an investment. So I was nervous. I was scared, but I took action, y'all, made the investment into my business, invested into a mentor that could show me and help me elevate my business and elevate my brand. And by taking the information that I have learned from Nehemiah and his team, applying it to my business, it took me from $5,000, $10,000 a month to six figures a month consecutively, y'all, just by investing and believing into my vision, believing in my brand, but being connected with somebody who could help me elevate, being connected with somebody who's already figured it out and who has the missing pieces that I need to elevate my business. So I get to share this person with you guys. I am so excited. I just love Neo. Y'all know I love me some Neo, and he's always dropping value. What's up, Neo?
What up, sis? How you feeling? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm excited to announce that you are going to be a speaker at the Funding Blueprint Live. I know you're gonna bring some heat.
Yeah, I'm so elated, man. To be around, and I've already seen. I was just on YouTube looking at the comments, right? And I see the excitement, right? I see everybody who's going to be there, right? And I'm really pumped up about being able to share with you guys how to grow your business leveraging digital, right? It's not going anywhere. Some people are like, oh, social media is temporary. Like, is social media is not going anywhere? Learning how to make money from your phone is not going anywhere. Learning how to leverage your information that you've learned not going anywhere. So I am really elated to be able to come spend time in Atlanta, Georgia. You say 28th and 29th of March. I will be like, I cleared my schedule, y'all, so I could be there with everybody who's listening. And I cannot wait to come give you guys just advice on getting to the next level. But here's the key. I need y'all to understand, right? And I say this sometimes when I speak, it's not going to be another conference. There's not going to be another conference. You come here and just get motivated. You're going to come to this conference and you are going to leave so impacted, right? You're going to have all the information on grants. You're going to have all the other information on legacy. Like, it's so much game you're going to learn. But what I need you to do with it, the key to Coach K's success, literally, is all execution. I don't care how well the information is going to be. If you don't execute on it, it don't matter. So what I want to know in the chat, just write, I'm committed. You're going to be committed to executing because we don't want you here if you're just here to come have fun. No, you are here to learn, you're here to execute, and you're here to get around people. So it's a couple things I want you guys to do. When you get here, everybody write this down, must-do list. Neil, what is the must-do list? This means when I am at this conference, there's going to be so many speakers dropping gems and game. What must I execute on? And this is coming from somebody who spent over 450,000 in the last 2 years on personal development. I got a must-do list. I need to do this. I need to do this. I need to do this. Next thing, write it down. Make 1 to 5 connections. Do you guys understand? Every business partner I have today, I met them at an event, at a mastermind. I'll use the circle of CEOs for example. I met Marcus at the BYOB conference. I met Alex at Eric Thomas conference in Philly. I met Jason at uh Grant Cardone's conference. I met JL through Maddie J at another conference. And we've been able to go on and generate multiple 7 figures together, as well as several of my partners. We've been able to do that separately with our own thing. Why am I sharing that with you? Because you get to come in the room and get connected with people who are on the same mission as you. Right? I tell people all the time the biggest way to kill a big dream is to share it with a small amount. Some of you are going to come here or intend to come here, and there's going to be somebody that's going to talk you out of it. There's going to be somebody who tell you, I don't think it's a good idea. Write this down, put it in the chat, put it on your paper. Never listen to they. You are in a season where you need new connections, you need new opportunities, you need new relationships, right? In order for you to evolve. You've been where you're at right now. It's a new season upon you. One of my pastors, not one, my pastor, one of my good friends and a client, his name is Darius Daniels. If you guys are ever in Atlanta, or you can watch virtually, check out Change Church. But he says, whoever has your heir, excuse me, have your future. And I'm gonna say it one more time. I don't want that to go over your head. Whoever has your heir has your future. So when he said that, I'm like, ooh, that means everything that you want can change based on the people who are about to have your heir. That means you getting around people like Coach K. That means you're getting around the different speakers. That means you're getting in the room with the people inside of the room, and they're putting nothing but good information. They're putting good advice, good strategy all around you. You're now going to be able to take that strategy and go apply that to your business and apply it to your life. But you got to take the information and be willing to what? And somebody in the chat, right, execute. And the next thing is when you guys get in the room, I heard somebody say this. I said, this is so powerful. Getting in the room is step one. But once you get in the room, you got to let the room get into you.
Mm.
I need you to get in the room, and I need the room to get into you. Neil, what are you talking about? Don't come in the room and leave there exactly the way you are. You need to become a new individual. You are exactly where you're at. You may be doing 6 figures in your business, 7 figures, 8 figures, but I need you to understand it's another level for you. Like it's another level right now with Coach K name on it. There's another level right now with Nehemiah's name on it. There's another level right now with Blake's name on it. There's another level right now with your name on it. But in order for you to get to the next level, you got to do some things that you have not yet done. You got to be able to get uncomfortable. You got to get around new people. You got to do things that scare you. One of my guys, Pat Page, said, face your fears so they can disappear. Come to this event alone if you need to. The number one thing you need to do is get in the room and stay in the room. So, y'all, I am so excited to be able to come out here. I don't know if y'all want me to do any Q&A with the audience, but I'm really excited to be able to come spend the time with you guys. And I just wanted to come on here and say, get pumped up, because I'm excited. I'm going to bring you guys some fire that day. I'm going to bring you guys a bunch of new material. You're going to leave motivated, but you're going to leave with the information that I believe going to help elevate your business that much more. So I'm excited, Coach. It's up. I'm pumped up.
I'm ready to have you. I'm so excited to have you. I know you always come in and you always talk about mindset, but this time we get to give them something a little bit deeper, because I know you've made millions with digital products. And I know you've made millions online just using and leveraging social media platforms. And I think that's another key piece that we're missing. We see the funding, we want the funding, but how are we going to pay this business funding and this business credit back when we get it? How are we actually going to create and have revenue in our business? And I think that's one of the key things that people are missing. So, what advice do you have to the person that's watching this right now and they don't have a digital product and they're unsure on how to even get started? Tell them the importance of having that product and how you've been able to leverage this and make millions on social
Yeah.
media.
So it's a couple things. I want you guys to write this down. What comes easy to me and harder to others? Steve Harvey says your gift is something that comes so easy to you and harder to others. Like, you are so good at this thing, it is so effortless for you. Like, I want y'all to put in the chat, what is that thing that you are so good? Coach K is so good when it comes to grants, it's effortless. Like, I got good at speaking. I wasn't good. I'll let y'all know I was horrible, but now I am maybe top 100 in the world, maybe, I believe, like, in the world, right, of speaking, when it comes to motivating individuals, when it comes to getting people to take action, right? But I wasn't good. I got good. So the next thing I would say, start, commit. Commit first, figure out the rest later. That means start with where you are. It's not going to be the best product when you get started. It's not going to have the best information. Just get yourself out there. So go ahead and write you, what does a curriculum look like? What does it look like? What does a 7-step process my book, 7 Steps to Turning Your Instagram into a Cash Machine, right? Come up with an idea where you're able to deliver your audience a desired result. Also use ChatGPT. Come up with 8 titles. Come up with 8 subjects. Come up with 8 chapters. Like, it will literally help you write your entire digital product. Then you can just record it, or then once it's written, you go to Gamma, have it create a book, or put it in a PowerPoint format, and now you have yourself a digital product. But the biggest key is y'all just committing. Like, I could get into the nuances of how to set it up, what you got to do, but you just got to commit. And everybody here who has a physical business, you got to start asking myself is, what is one way I could digitize a piece of my physical business? So if I do hair, right? I found this young lady, she said she's the goat of like silk presses or something. I'm going to go ahead and create me a digital product, 3 steps for doing the perfect silk press at home
Mhm.
and $20. Why do I love digital products so much, y'all? Because the margins are so high. The margins on a regular business are anywhere between 10 to 30%. Meaning, if somebody gives you $100, you keep 10 to $30 of it once it is delivered. On a digital product, if somebody give you $100, you can keep anywhere between 60% to 90% of it, or even 100 for some people that don't have a team, that don't have like infrastructure. But imagine you moving those. Warren Buffett says this: if you don't find a way to make money in your sleep, you will work until you die. You need to be thinking about a digital product, because, guys, once you get this thing rolling, it keeps going over and over and over and over again. So that's one of the reasons why, coach, they need to get into the digital game. And they could, some of them could be, I want somebody to come up to me at the conference and say, I listened to this call that you had with Coach K, just this little few minutes, and I was able to piece together something. Now, what's my next step? I want to know where my executors are at.
That's good. That's good. That's something that I always teach, because so many people, they're trying to do so many things. They're trying to start, they have this company over here, they have that company over there, and they're not the master at one thing because they're trying to balance so many other things. But if you could figure out in your business and in your journey how to make multiple streams of income in that one business, it's a game changer. And that's what I've been able to do, leveraging those social media products and those those digital products and those courses have allowed me to use my platform, take the information that I know and that I'm an expert at, and now I'm able to share it with others all over the world. So I love that you are speaking on that, and I love that you are sharing that information. But people know Neo, and when they know Neo, they know he's one of the best speakers in the world. And I know one of the things that has allowed you to be in the space that you are, is shifting your mindset and making sure that you let some of the negative things go, the decisions of, or the things of, I can't do this, or maybe I'm not worthy, and you let that go, and now you're able to dominate, and you're helping others, me for example. So there's somebody watching this right now, and they're like, Neo, I want to do the digital products, or I want to get access to grants, and I'm not really sure, this isn't for me, I'm a single mother, I don't have time. What advice do you have for the person that's watching this right now and they just feel like they can't?
I mean, start. Start, man. I promise you guys, one of one of the easiest things for me to do was start. Our team, thank God for my team, they helped me finish because I'm a starter, so I understand my gift. But the hardest thing for most people to do is start. I'm
Mhm.
challenging you to start. Put aside your fear, put aside your insecurities, and start. Because one of the things I heard my mentor say is, the quicker you get to your dream life, the longer you get to enjoy it.
Mhm.
How long will you allow your story to be of fear? How long will your story be of procrastination? How long will your story be of, I don't know? How long will your story be, I can't afford it? How long will your story be next time? Like, how long will, and if that is any of your story, it was once my story. So I'm not judging you. I'm letting you guys know it was once my story. But what I'm asking you guys is, I heard my sister say this years ago. What are you willing to give up in order to go up? You just need to commit. You need to make up in your mind, yo, I am going all in. And once you guys do it, I promise you, like, you're going to be like, oh, that was a lot easier than I actually thought. So just let the fears go. And the other thing I like to do as coach is, what's the worst that can happen? I used to tell people this all the time, right? Those who are like, y'all, I want to quit my job and pursue entrepreneurship full time. Listen to me. Do you know if you quit your job, you put a 2 weeks notice in, you leave on good terms, it is likely that if it didn't work, you can get your job back. That is the worst case scenario. If it don't work, you can go get a job. If I apply for, and I'm letting you know, when you apply for your first grant, it's likely that you won't get it. That didn't mean you failed. That means you just do it again and again and again. Do you know how many times, y'all put in the chat, how many times you thinking, I don't actually know the real number, but how many times does a baby fall down before a baby begins to walk?
Mhm.
Speaking of that, y'all, my baby, I'm about to have my 5th baby. My wife is pregnant, so we're having a new baby in the next couple months. But do you understand that I got downstairs? I got a 2-year old, a 4-year old, a 2-year old, a 3-year old, and a 5-year old downstairs, and my 19-year old. But do you know they're all walking right now? And we've never thought that they weren't going to walk due to the amount of times that they fell. So what you got to get okay with, what I train my daughters now on, they used to fall and feel embarrassed on skates and stuff. Now when they fall, we get up, we start laughing like, "Ha, it felt good, right?" I'm training them and let them know failure is a part of the process. Not getting it perfect the first time is a part of the process. Not dominating and crushing it the first time is a part of the process. So now they understand. I tell people all the time when I used to train kids on entrepreneurship, the more no's you get, the closer you get to yes. The more things that I am putting out there, the more I'm sowing seeds, the better chance that I'm going to grow flowers. I'm going to grow different things. So I say all that to say, just commit, because the longer you wait, the longer you are waiting to know if it's actually going to work. Think about if Wells Fargo never fired Coach K. They fired
Listen.
you, right?
Yes.
They fired you.
Yes.
I spoke to Coach
Finally.
K I spoke to Coach K about a few weeks ago, and she says, "You know what's so crazy? I've been paid, and this was middle of January. I'm sure it probably went up. I was paid. I've made in my business this year 2 or 3 times what my salary was at my last job. And I want y'all to understand this concept. I was paid in the first 2 to 3 weeks of January 2 to 3x, 2 to 3x my salary for working at Wells Fargo as a banker or whatever she did at Wells Fargo for the entire year. I want that to marinate with somebody here, because I need you to understand it 100% could be you. She got fired and realized I have no other option but to make this thing work. That may not be your story. We're not telling you got to get fired. My last job, I made $18,000 a year. One of the things I also want you guys to calculate right now, how much do you make an hour? How do I calculate this, right? Like I used to work 40 hours a week, but here's what we don't calculate, coach. An hour for me to get to work, an hour for me to prepare for work, and an hour for me to come home from work. For you, it may mean 30, 30, 30. You may prepare in 30, get there in 30, come home in 30. Y'all put down your numbers. So instead of really working 40 hours, I was working 55 hours a week, 220 hours a month. I made $1,500 a month after taxes. I made whatever that number is. When I finally got my business going, it took me years. Year one, I didn't make no money. Several years, I didn't make any money. But do you now know that $18,000 that I worked the entire year? Do y'all know I could make it in an hour? Do you know I could do a launch and potentially make it in 1 minute? But what had to happen for me to get to that point? What had to happen for Coach K to get to that point? Somebody put in the chat. I had to do something different. The concept is crazy. Really think about it. If you are doing the same thing you've been doing, do you truly believe you're going to get different results? Let me know in the chat. If you're doing the same thing you've been doing, do you truly believe you're going to get different results? The answer is probably no. So if I want absolute change, I must make a drastic decision. I must make a drastic move. That's not quitting your job, but that means when you get off your job, your 9 to 5, you are putting 3 to 5 hours in on your business. Sonia, the student loan doctor, my sister. I had Sonia. I had Sonia every single day. Can you guys still hear me, Coach?
I can hear you
Can you
better
hear
now.
me?
Yep, that's better.
Yeah, I don't know out on my computer. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, I had a goal with Sonia. Her target was 300 a day. Everybody set targets. Set targets. Her goal was 300 a day. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
She would get off her job 5 o'clock. She was a teacher at Paris College or whatever college she was at. And she will work every single day until the target of $300 was hit. She did not go to sleep until it was hit. I'm not telling you that need to be your story. But the target that we set was a non-negotiable target. She used to call me at night, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. Is the target hit? No, keep working. Your target has to become non-negotiable. Your goals got to become non-negotiable. You keep negotiating with yourself. Well, I may do it today. I may work on my business. I may. No, it has to work or it has to work. So for her, y'all, her last call she would take at sometimes was 1 a.m. in the morning. Why? Because this was a West Coast client at 1 a.m. in the morning. It was only 10 p.m. for that client. She would take a call sometimes that late. She wanted it that bad. Fast forward, Sonia is a multi seven-figure annually business owner. She's generated over $10 million online since she's been in the game. Why? Why? She's fully committed. So, Coach, you asked me a question. I don't know how that turned into a 15-minute sermon, but what I'm telling y'all to do in this season is I need y'all to fully commit. I need you to be fully invested in yourself. I need you to be all in. And those are the type of people I'm looking to work with. Those are the type of people I'm looking to build with. People are like, you know what, Coach, I'm all in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm giving this thing everything that I got. I'm not bull crapping around in the season. So that's my message for today.
I appreciate you so much. Listen, you guys, if you haven't secured your ticket to the Funding Blueprint Live conference yet, what are you waiting on? This is
There's
the
no
type
way you're on here and you didn't secure your ticket already. That means you may be curious and not serious. I want everybody right now to go lock in your ticket right now. Like right now, and I want you to comment, I'm invested. Like if you already got your ticket right, I'm invested. If you're getting it right now, say now. And I want to see that you guys are getting your ticket. And here's what I want to do. Anybody who gets a ticket right now, I want to give you a $500 ticket to my virtual boot camp.
Mm.
Oops, did I say that wrong? My team just texted me. Is that the right ticket or no? Oops, uh-oh. I said it now. Anyway, I'm going to give you a $500 ticket to my boot camp where you get to come spend time with me every day, single day, and get questions answered. So that's just what you guys get for locking in right now. And to be honest, just because of the that only could be valid for the next 5 minutes because I made a mistake. Team just said that was a mistake. I meant to give you a $300 ticket, but you're getting a $500 ticket to my boot camp. So that's for
Execute.
the next 5 minutes only.
I love it. I love it. Thank you so much, Neo. We appreciate you. We are super excited. I need to know in the chat who is securing, who is locking in. So you get to come to the Funding Blueprint Live conference. You get to secure your ticket, learn all of this valuable information, and then you get to lock in with Nehemiah for 5 days. If he just gave y'all this in 15 to 30 minutes, what could you imagine what these 5 days are going to be? I'm in. I purchased my ticket for the 5-day conference. So I mean the 5-day boot camp. So I'm going to be there too. So I'm excited and I need to see y'all in the room. I love it. I love it.
I'll see you soon, sis. Be
All right.
safe.
Thank you so much, Neo. We appreciate you and we'll see you soon.
All
All
right.
right, you guys, I'm super excited about the Funding Blueprint Conference, super excited to connect with you guys and teach you these strategies on just how you can get access to capital and funding to grow your business, make your business make your business expand, but get access to this capital and funding that you also need. So Funding Blueprint Live Conference in Atlanta, Georgia, March 28th and 29th. I am so excited about this conference. You guys, I get to meet you guys in person. I get to connect with you in person. We have a special VIP dinner plan, special hour where we get to connect and we get to learn more about each other. I'm going to put you in the room with 7, 8, and 9-figure earners. I got tons of more guest speakers that are going to come in and share some value on just how to elevate your business, elevate your brand. And I'm super excited. I don't want you guys next Tuesday, same time, we are going to reveal another guest speaker because I got more friends that are coming and more heat to drop. And this conference is not just another ordinary conference. This is going to be actionable steps to help you reach the goal of taking your business to the next level. And I need you in the room. All right. Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat if you secured your ticket. Let me know in the chat if I'm going to see you in Atlanta, Georgia, March 28th and 29th. Let me know if I'm going to see you in Neo's boot camp in a couple of weeks. I'm super excited about that as well. All right. So listen, you guys, go to fundingblueprintlive.com and secure your ticket now. Fundingblueprintlive.com and secure your tickets. Super excited to see you guys. Super excited to network with you in Atlanta, Georgia. If you're not in Atlanta, Georgia, travel in. Travel in. Go ahead, book your reservations, secure your hotel, travel in, come by yourself, you guys. I have been to so many conferences and seminars by myself and met some amazing people that we are still some of the closest friends. Neo told you his story. All of his best friends, some of his best friends, he met at some of his best friends and business partners. He met at masterminds and different conferences. This is the room that you want to be in. The people who are going to assist you with elevating, the people who are going to hold you accountable and help you elevate and help you grow are going to be in this room. And you want to make sure you make those connections. So I'm excited. I'll see you guys next Tuesday. Don't miss the opportunity to learn how to get access to more capital and funding for your business. Then I'll see you guys in March 28th, 29th, Funding Blueprint Live Conference in Atlanta, Georgia. I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a good day.